Hi, this is Michael Uslan. You're watching Batman on film.
Hey now, welcome to episode number 45. I had to check my notes. 45 of the Batman on Film vlog. I am the founder of Batman on Film, Bill Jett Ramey. How's everybody doing? And we're going to talk some Batman today, Rick. Kind of Batman. We're gonna talk about the new Joker trailer that dropped yesterday, and not only that, we're gonna watch it together with the folks watching us, and then we're gonna do one of those trailer reaction things, kind of, sorta. So, of course, Rick Shew, everybody. Rick Shew, round of applause for Rick Shew. How you doing, Rick?
I'm great. I really love my coffee mug. I know I've had it on the show before, but sometimes I just look at it and I think this is probably my favorite Christmas present I got last year.
Well, no coffee in here, but got mine out.
I'm on my third cup.
All right. I'm also representing Shazam this morning.
Well, I'm representing Batman.
Right, good. We got it all covered. All right. So, before we get started, Rick, anything we're gonna watch the video and then we'll talk about it. You want to do that?
Yeah, let's just watch let's show our audience our reaction via us watching.
I watched it once, and then I actually told Rick, I said, "Don't watch it anymore because we're going to do this tomorrow."
Right.
So, did you follow my request?
Yes, but okay. I had watched it twice up until then. Okay. But I didn't watch it a third time. No.
So it's been a good 24 hours since we've seen it, pretty much.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Rick, when I say hit it, hit your play button.
We're new at this, guys. Yes.
Okay.
We're amateurs.
I may edit this out, but probably not. All right.
No,
here we go.
don't edit it out.
Ready, Rick? Go.
Arthur, does it help to have someone to talk to?
Look how creepy he looks. That's a cool shot.
That's just
my mother always tells
looks like a beat down dude.
To smile. And
this is weird.
This is weird. This has a Silence of the Lambs thing to it for me.
She told me I had a purpose.
And this.
To bring laughter and joy to the
and
world.
his dance, he's all innocent and smashed across the face there. See, I'm already feeling sorry for him.
Is it just me?
This is bizarre.
Look at his back.
Is it getting crazier out there?
And then there's some music.
Though your heart is aching, smile.
And this has like a Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
Very Scorsese to me. Arkham.
Yeah. Well, obviously, yeah.
Arkham.
In the sky, you'll get by.
What?
If you smile.
Oh, that laugh, dude! That is so creepy, man. Look at that shot when he's perfect.
Yeah. This is what gets me right here.
Yeah. It's on the subway.
What's so funny?
Again.
Freak?
This fall. Look, I love this shot where he's running. Is he running towards or away? I don't know. Gotham's
lost its way. What kind of coward?
So who is that talking, Bill?
That's Thomas Wayne.
Someone who hides behind a
mask. That is
mask.
Wayne, huh?
Yes.
Is that Bruce?
Bruce Wayne.
Assuming that's Bruce.
I used to think that my life was a tragedy.
There's that great shot with the cigarette. I love this where he's on the talk show and he's dancing.
But now I realize
there's a lot of he's running a lot of this.
It's a comedy.
I thought my life was a tragedy, but it's not. It's a comedy.
If you just smile.
Okay. Yeah. That last shot of him, is he in an elevator?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Well, wherever, but just that small kind of the smile that he brings to, you know what I mean? He's smiling, but it's very subtle and it's scary. It's scary.
It's very scary. It's creepy. It's unsettling. It's It's hard to watch. And my favorite line is, "I thought my life was a tragedy," when in actuality but then I learned it was a comedy.
Yeah, and it's this is not going to be what people expect, is it, Rick?
No, so you think that kid's Bruce Wayne? I'm assuming it is, right?
Yes, I think they did cast a young actor to play Bruce Wayne. Of course, the guy that's playing Thomas Wayne is, I think he's running for mayor. See, I don't know everything. I mean, I'm just making speculation. And he's also he was in The Dark Knight Rises. He was the senator.
Yes, he was.
In The Dark Knight Rises. His name escapes me, the actor who played him, so I apologize.
Wait, it's the same actor that is seduced by Selena, right?
Yes.
That's him.
Yes.
So you're using the same actor in a different Batman movie. Never mind. I'm not going to get into it. I was going to troll with that, but I'm not going to.
Oh, so
never mind. This don't go. This is not good.
Worlds didn't collide where they're going to explode, and
so that must mean that Joker is in the Dark Knight universe, because it's all connected.
It's all connected.
Just kidding.
Oh, okay.
By the way, incidentally, that's some of my favorite scenes in The Dark Knight Rises are with Selena Kyle. And anyway,
yes,
just got me thinking about that movie. Love that movie.
So clearly, it's a gritty film. Seems to be. It's set in the 70s. I can't. If they said, I'm not sure if there's even been.
Early 80s, maybe.
80s. It's and let's say, and if that is Bruce Wayne as the kid, Joaquin Phoenix is in his 40s. His character's probably the same age. I mean, I don't see. You know where I'm getting at this? I don't see a point where that Bruce Wayne becomes, if he becomes Batman at all.
My prediction is this:
intersect with
This is a one-off film. It's in a vacuum, and I wouldn't be surprised if this Joker doesn't survive his story.
May not, but I agree. I mean, I not only agree, I'm like 99.9% sure from what I've been told. It is in a vacuum. It is its own thing. Do
you think it's interesting that they chose not to label it as such, like Black Label or?
I was going to bring that up. I think now with them it looks like the focus is on them is just making good movies.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they want to move away from trying to label things as, well, this is part of the DC on film universe. This one is Black Label, Elseworlds. I mean, just put out the movies. They're not emphasizing, and I've said this and wrote this, they're not emphasizing a shared universe anymore. It really doesn't, I don't think it really matters, I'm going to shoot down this Matt Reeves' Batman and this Joker world, they don't coexist.
Mm-mm.
We're not going to see Joaquin Phoenix's Joker show up in Matt Reeves' The Batman or a sequel. I mean, obviously, the potential age difference is one fact. I mean, come on, this Joker would be, Bruce looks like 10 years old there.
Yeah, I mean, even if Matt Reeves, let's say he does a trilogy, who says he's even going to use the Joker? He may
not use the Joker
at all.
And speaking of that, I said, if Matt Reeves does want to use the Joker, wouldn't he want to cast his own actor and have his own aesthetic and his own take? Maybe he wants the Joker to be perma white. This Joker clearly wears makeup,
Mm-hmm.
So, I
think do you see any influences in this at all? I mean, obviously there's some stuff. There's some stuff with he's a comedian or wants to be. So there's a little killing joke in there.
Yeah, could be.
Right.
Who knows? The thing with his mother weirds me out. Is there a psycho influence there? I don't know. I'm speculating.
Yeah. And by the way, when I said it kind of reminded me of Silence of the Lambs, let me be more specific. To me, it had a little red dragon. Did you ever see that film?
Yes.
The Ed Norton prequel to Silence of the Lambs. It's fantastic, by the way.
Yes, saw Red
Very,
Dragon.
very underappreciated film.
And I saw the original Red Dragon, which wasn't Red Dragon. Do you know they
No.
made that film before?
Yeah,
It was a Michael Mann movie.
Yeah, the late 80s or something, right?
Yeah.
Hannibal, on the other hand, it was a chocolate mess, but that's a conversation for another day. But what I love about this is that I think that all of us, right? And I'm not trying to be preachy here, but I'm just stating something that I'm pretty passionate about, is that let's all get out of the mindset that this is the Joker that we know. It's obviously inspired. It's the Joker. Thomas Wayne and Bruce Wayne are in it. It's in Gotham. There's Arkham. There's components. Obviously,
Did you notice it's not Arkham Asylum?
It's Arkham Hospital.
Arkham State Hospital.
Arkham State Hospital.
Yeah.
I just think this is going to be a character study of a deranged man, and they're using the platform of DC and the inspiration from these characters, but it's not going to be what people think. And if they get that out of their heads, I think I think this is going to be a wild ride.
Someone who knows a lot about this told me yesterday after the trailer dropped, said that trailer was awesome. Texted me and I said, yes, it was. And he said, it shows a lot and it shows nothing at all. That's a good time.
That's a good statement.
Yeah, because I did see some people. They almost gave the whole thing away. You know, and let me ask you this: Does the Joker have an origin? Does this bother you?
Well, you know, I love the Killing Joke. So, and I love Jack Napier in both Batman '89 and in the White Knight books. So. No, it doesn't. It works. Listen, it's okay for the Joker to have an origin story. It's also okay for him not. I prefer, I love what Nolan did, and his Joker was just there. It was absolute. It worked, but this also could work. We've seen it work. We've read it work.
I much prefer the Joker having no backstory. He just is, as Nolan said, and I think it makes it more scarier, I guess. But
no fingerprints, no nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I love that. With this, it's not. It doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me because I'm knowing this is completely different than what people expect, and I think a lot of it they're still looking at it through a lens of a comic book movie, where it's supposed to establish a franchise. It's supposed to establish or spawn sequels. This is not doing that.
No.
This is not doing that.
It better not.
I mean, it's like there's no Taxi Driver 2. If there is, it's ridiculous, but I know there's not. There's no name another great crime drama thriller or just any great movie. A lot of times you don't.
The only sequel I can think of that's also a great sequel that comes from a great crime drama movie, or that succeeds a great crime drama movie, is The Dark Knight Rises. That's about it.
Yeah,
right. I mean, seriously, you don't have Goodfellas 2. You don't have. I mean, you have the Godfather trilogy.
Yeah, but
that's different.
The book was.
So there was a book, right? Exactly.
So
you had to tell the whole story.
Yes.
And Godfather 3 is underrated.
Yes.
Anyway. It's not bad.
No, it's not. It's not under. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not bad.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's underrated. People hate it.
Yes.
But anyway, I think that with this too is what I love about it is that it seems to be breaking rules, and you and I had a little banter on Facebook the other day about studios taking chances or not taking chances, and I think that a film like this, in the confines of the genre, is taking a bold.
Oh yeah.
A bold chance.
I don't. We can say, well, yes, there's been R-rated comic book movies before, Deadpool, but this is something completely different. I mean, this clearly is going to be R-rated. I just don't. In this genre, I haven't seen this before, and I applaud Warner Brothers and DC for doing this.
They're not. This isn't set up to be $1 billion film.
No,
now, you never know. It could.
I mean, it's making. It had a modest budget. It's opening in October, early October. It's not like prime holiday movie season, like the holiday time of the year or summer or so forth. And I know that movies can be released at times of the year that used to be a dead zone and still do very well, but still there's something to say about, and there's something kind of special about the holiday releases and the summer releases.
If this movie works and it gets really good reviews, it has some legs. It'll be interesting to see where it ends up box office wise. They're going to make money on it. I think this thing's going to be a hit.
So yeah, it doesn't bother me in the context of this that the Joker is given an origin. Now, let me ask you this also, Rick, because I saw some people criticize this aspect. They say, I don't want to feel sorry for the Joker. I mean, but you can't help feel a little bad for this guy.
Well, this kind of goes back to my point I made at the top: is get out of the mindset that this is that Joker. That's your first step. Like break yourself away from that. And not all, but many great villains there's something that you can relate to that is tragic.
Yeah.
Look at Darth Vader, one of the best villains ever.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean that you can't not end up disliking this character or what's not really dislike. What's the word I want to use? Maybe being repulsed by him and what he does, just because of what
it doesn't negate
drove him to this.
Yeah, it doesn't negate what horrific things they have done. Going back to Red Dragon, it's kind of, I think this is why, just on a subconscious level, now that I'm saying it out loud, there's something about that film just resonates with me in terms of this trailer. And it's just a trailer. But Ed Norton has a great line in that film when he's talking about Red Dragon, and he did all his homework on him and discovered that, this kid was abused as a child, and he was a mass murderer. This guy had murdered children, and he's like, at the same time, I just couldn't help but feel sorry for him. And I feel like that's what this is. Like, this is going to be a monster that we have to destroy. We have to get him out of society, whether he's in Arkham or he's dead. But at the same time, we can still kind of walk and chew gum at the same time and have some sympathy for him. And I felt sorry for him in that trailer. It doesn't negate it. And again, it's not the Joker per se.
It's certainly not the Joker that people have in their head.
Yes, I mean it is the Joker. You know what I mean?
It's the Joker. It's a valid take on the Joker, but people need to let loose of their sensibilities a little bit when it comes. Is that what I'm?
Absolutely. So I'll put it to you like this: Bruce Wayne may never be Batman, and there might not even be another villain that coexist.
Yeah,
it may be the Waynes in Gotham, and just this crazy guy that
maybe the Waynes never die. Maybe they're never murdered in this world. Who knows?
Right.
I have no idea.
This is a parallel universe Joker.
Yeah, and look, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
As I said, I applaud.
Then again, who knows? You never know.
Yeah, yes.
They could. It could be a little bit more specific than I'm thinking, but I'm guessing that's where they're going with this.
I certainly see why Joaquin Phoenix took this gig.
I was going to bring that up. Now let's talk about him for a moment.
Yeah.
I remember, first of all, he's the little brother of the great late River Phoenix, who, I would love to see some of his interview with the vampire stuff, because I love that book and I love that film. And, they had to reshoot all that stuff with Christian Slater because River had died in the middle of filming it. I'd love to see the footage of that. But anyway, neither here or there. But Joaquin, that kid's been great his whole life. I mean, he was the little boy in Ron Howard's Parenthood. Remember?
Yeah.
The little brother.
Yes. Yeah.
And he's one of the finest American actors working in cinema today.
He doesn't take just anything.
No.
He's
an eccentric dude.
Yeah, and he took this. Heck, he was Johnny Cash, and he was fantastic. I mean,
Joaquin Phoenix wouldn't probably have taken Matt Reeves' Joker. Is that probably fair to say? Yeah. Probably not. I mean, I don't know the guy personally. I'm just basing this off his history, right? So, but for this, I think this is right up his alley. So I think it's telling. My point to all this, I think it can kind of give you an idea of the direction of the film just based on the fact that he took the role.
Yeah. I've said that. And that's why I said I can see why he took it, because this is, I mean, and just from that, minute and a half or 2 minutes or however long it is, that dude really he threw himself into this role.
Yes, he did. I think he's immersed himself in it the same way Ledger did.
Yeah, and
probably even Leto probably did as well. He gets a bad rap, unfortunately, because his movie wasn't very good. But man, with some fantastic actors that have played the Joker, dude. I mean, Leto, Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson, Cesar Romero, and now we have Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, fantastic.
Yeah, it also speaks to the greatness of the character. To be able to, these actors, especially nowadays, Jared Leto is a hell of an actor.
I'm going to try to pull this up.
He's a hell of an actor, and he's an Oscar winner. So
okay, so I want to tell you guys, Mark Hamill tweeted just about an hour ago, or sorry, maybe it was longer than that. Whatever. A diabolically delicious character, plus a superb actor, plus a brilliant writer-director, yes, please, and he shares the trailer. That's pretty cool. I think that's perfectly stated. Coming from the Joker himself.
Are you one of those that counts Mark Hamill as a Joker actor?
Nope. Okay. And I don't do it with Kevin Conroy as Batman either.
I don't either.
When people make those lists and they add those guys, I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, not when we're talking about the best.
It's a completely different performance. Those guys are masterful at their craft. Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
But you've got to, right. No, it's not the same thing. When you list our favorite, that's why I just started like putting the little footnote, live action cinematic Batman.
Yes.
Come on now, or Joker.
Okay.
Is Mark Hamill your favorite Joker? Right.
Okay, I got you. Okay, now, so what you're telling me is you wouldn't want to see a motion capture Batman and Matt Reeves film with Kevin Conroy providing the voice.
No. He's great. We met him. He was cool. I like it. He took a BOF shirt and held it up. That was a fun day.
That was a good one.
I'd love to meet. And listen, when I think Mark Hamill, yes, the Joker is in the back of my head, but he's
Luke Skywalker.
He is Luke Skywalker. Absolutely.
Period.
Especially after that performance he gave in The Last Jedi, he was superb.
All right.
Got that haters.
So
Last Jedi was great.
Suffice to say, Rick and I both are
bitter Texas assholes.
Well, besides that, we like this this trailer.
I love this trailer.
I loved it.
Loved it.
It creeped me out.
Yes.
It moved me to feeling sorry for this dude.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And it also makes me want to see it even more than I already did.
That's right.
So it did its job, apparently.
You were never supposed to feel sorry for Heath Ledger.
No.
Maybe they tricked you to make you think you should because of the story he was telling about his father being a drunk.
Yeah.
And then you realize that was all horseshit.
Yes.
When he starts telling different versions of the same story.
Yes.
So you weren't supposed to feel sorry for him. Maybe with this guy you're supposed to. Maybe that's part of the ride.
Which was
then it challenges you. You feel sorry for him, but you're also seeing these horrific things he's doing. How do you reconcile that? That's a character study. That's this movie.
It makes you feel dirty because this guy's doing this and you're kind of sympathetic toward him and you feel bad about it. And hey, if it moves moves people to those kind of emotions, it's going to be a hell of a movie.
All right.
It's going to be a hell of a movie. All right. Do you want to talk just a little bit about Shazam?
Are you putting up my reactionary video today?
I am.
Okay, so Brian Chatlin, for those that know Brian Chatlin, he's been on podcasts with us, and he's been doing a lot of the movie reviews, doing the on-camera reactions. He's doing a great job of those. He and I saw Shazam together, and we did a reactionary video. We were supposed to get it up yesterday, but he got hijacked with work. We got it edited last night. We'll have it up today. So I'll let that kind of speak for me. That'll be a plug for that. I'll just say I saw it. My advice to everybody, and I've said this on text to friends online, is get out of those initial way overhyped initial reviews.
Yeah.
Get those out of your head, because you probably won't like the movie very much if you think that you're going to see the best comic book film since The Dark Knight. No.
It's not.
It's not even the best DC EU film. Now, it's still a lot of fun. And for me, it got better as the movie went along. The first 45 minutes, actually was, I was getting a little concerned that I wasn't going to like it very much. And then it just, all the laughter, the love, the heart, all that really came through, and they did a great job pulling that off. And so at the end of the day, I think it's a delightful movie. Looking forward to seeing it again this weekend. We'll talk about that in a moment. And I'll give it a B.
All right. Well, talk about it now. Why are you going to see it again this weekend?
I thought you were going to try to get me to dive deeper into the film. So this weekend,
you wanted to, go ahead.
No. That's it.
Save it for your.
Just watch the reaction. I give it a B. That's my grade. What's your grade on that, by the way?
B+.
I can't remember. Okay, B+. We're up like on the same page on this.
There's some things that bothered me.
Dude,
I said it in the review.
That CGI.
That CGI was bad.
It's atrocious.
Yes, it was Saturday morning Power Rangers looking. I mean, HR Puffin stuff from back in the day. Sigmund and the Sea Monsters with the the voices and
terrible.
It was just bad.
Jett from Weird Science looked better, and at least he and at least he was funny.
Yes.
The late great Bill Paxton.
Oh my gosh.
Man, I'm actually getting some names right today. This feels good. I'm on a roll. Yeah, like 3 in a row right.
A big greasy pork sandwich served in a dirty ashtray.
Yes. What a great guy, man. Great actor. Yeah. Oh man, I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? Oh, I'm glad we brought this part up. One thing I will say, I have a 7-year-old daughter and a soon-to-be 5-year-old daughter. And I will not take them to see this, unfortunately. And they really wanted to see it. The trailer. It is family fun, but just I would say your own kid. But if you have kids that are that young, proceed with caution, because there's one scene in particular. And I'll just say the boardroom scene. I won't give anything away. That my kids couldn't sit through that. So for whatever that's worth. Yeah. That's just some parental.
They might could have toned it down a little bit.
Yeah, that's just it.
Especially for what they were going.
It's a little
it's movie.
Yes, it's unbalanced. Like, just be unapologetically what you are, and there's a little bit of mismatched tonal stuff going on.
Yeah, and I'll say again, there was one. There was something that was going to. There's Cookie.
There's Selena.
Hello.
Sorry.
Hello.
Sorry.
Hello, how are you?
What's going on with that cat?
Hey now.
My cat's 16 years old, guys, and she's just meowing randomly. She used to never do this. And my poor dog is probably just hiding from her right now. Anyway, moving on. Right. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. We're in a multi-million-dollar studio. So this weekend is the Shazam watch party for BOF down in Austin. And if you're listening to this, please take note. We have this all over line, but we were originally going to do this at the Alamo Draft House in South Lamar. I don't even want to get into the story. I'll just say that. Gosh. Actually, I'll tell the 30-second version of the story. Okay, we do this every time. We have a date. We're going to get tickets around 4 o'clock. We'll grab them. We'll announce the exact time. Everybody gets them. Logistically, it's really easy. We've done this. We've pulled this off, half a dozen times. For whatever reason, they did not have their times for that theater on this past Monday, in the morning, and then we started getting concerned about that because
I've been looking.
Yes,
for like the last couple of weeks or so.
No times. I left them a voicemail. A nice lady called me back, but that nice lady told me that she's like, "We're gonna have the times up today, but there's a 97% chance we're not carrying this film." She's, "I can almost promise you we're not."
And say this, Rick. Also add that all the other Alamo Draft Houses, most of them in the Austin area were selling tickets already for it.
And she told me that. She said, she even looked it up. She was nice. She was the one on Mueller, whatever it's called. You can, there's lots of seats available there. I said, not enough to accommodate us, but thank you for looking. She said, I'm sorry. And I said, hey, that's cool. We'll just have to choose a different venue. And it sucks because there's a cool bar attached. It's a one-stop shop. Well, we found a new theater, which is the AMC Barton Creek.
Barton Creek,
yeah. It's a great theater. I've been there. There's not really a cool bar there. There's a Cheesecake Factory, That's kind of a buzzkill, right? So we're going to meet instead from 2 to 4 at where, Bill?
That would be the Lavaca Street Bar.
The Lavaca Street Bar on South Lamar.
Yes.
There are 3 locations, guys. 3. So please make sure you get the address right for all of you that are going. It's not the one downtown. It's the one on South Lamar. Okay, it's like a 5-minute drive to the theater from 2 to 4, and then the movie's at 4:40 at the AMC. So that's why we had to change it. But hey, man, I'm looking forward to it. How many do we have that are kind of RSVP'd right now? Like 20?
Somewhere around there.
Okay.
Well, we scrambled on Monday too, didn't we?
It sucked. And here's the worst part. We had to roll the dice.
Yeah.
We had to roll the dice. We had to change venues, and because we would have lost the AMC tickets. And sure enough, that Alamo Drafthouse is showing the film.
Yeah.
After she told me there was a 97% chance they weren't, the tickets went on sale on that site for that theater that day. We're getting away from these kind of these films. We're going more art house. We're not really going to be going to this particular location is changing. The other ones will carry those films, and then they had it up. But you know what? If we didn't change, they would have had it up, and we would have lost our venue because that's the way the universe. Anyway.
it was maddening, and I really like that South Lamar Alamo Drafthouse.
Yes, it's great.
You know what? Look, the theater we're going to is fine, more than fine actually. It's the one we're going to have reclining seats and all that. That's cool. And then this Lavaca Street Bar looks looks cool as well, and I want to check it out. And they're making accommodations for us where they're going to let under 21 in. So
yes, and the reservation's under my name. So if you get there before I do, by chance, I'll be there at 1:30. Just say, hey, I'm here with the Rick Shew party, and they'll take you into our
because I'm going to bring my 6'3.5", 260-pound 17-year-old.
Yeah, my buddy Rich is bringing his teenage son, and then he and his wife are bringing their twins, their 7-year-old twins as well. So okay.
All right then. All
cool.
right. So that's.
Was there anything else to talk about real quick? Oh, can we do one quick thing? Let's make it fast.
Yeah.
Can we just put this Suicide Squad thing to bed real quick? Can we do that?
Go.
Okay, so
it irritates me.
Don't get irritated. Don't get irritated.
Nth degree.
Don't get irritated. Let's just put it to bed. One of the producers, which one was it? It doesn't matter. One of the producers of the film said a week ago, that this film is a complete and total reboot. They don't even reference this as Suicide Squad 2 internally.
No,
great.
Yeah, because the title is The Suicide Squad.
The Suicide Squad. And they're bringing in some of the other actors. So can be a little confusing to some people. Whatever. To me, it gets into semantics. Then apparently, some Warner Brothers executives at the CinemaCon. Thank you. Was it Comic-Con? CinemaCon, and Fandango reported that somebody from Warner Brothers says no, it's a sequel to Suicide Squad. Look, I just want to say this. Let's just set all this aside.
I think they referred to it. They just referred to it as Suicide Squad 2
or whatever. Right.
Yeah.
Bottom line is this, and I will die on this hill. James Gunn is making his movie. He does not have any handcuffs on him on this thing at all.
I know that for a fact, too.
He is definitely bringing in some crossover actors. So if you want to say it's connected, say it. If you don't, you don't have to. My educated guess says you can go to see the Suicide Squad and not have seen the other one, and it won't matter. And that's kind of the bottom line. This is just going to be its own thing. And technically connected, whatever. It's Batman Forever.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I mean,
and Ryan Haas and I talked yesterday, and he said it is Batman Forever, and I pushed back on that, and I said no, because no one ever said that. Joel Schumacher never said that this is a complete and total reboot. And he's like, but that doesn't really matter. It's the same kind of thing. It's kind of the same universe, but different actors. He even talked about how even recasting, because you had Tommy Lee Jones, now Harvey Dent versus Billy D. Williams. Yeah. And I really started thinking about it. I said, you know what? You're right. That's a perfect. That's what this is. This is Batman Forever.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to end the debate. Total reboot, soft reboot, relaunch. Making my head spin.
Yes.
Just be good and just go in without any preconceived.
What is irrefutable is that Warner Brothers is, in fact, moving away from their shared universe, or, as they called it, less focus on it. And they've said, we're going to make good solo standalone films under strong filmmakers. That's happening. Whether there is some connective tissue or not.
Right.
Okay.
That's it.
And if you're holding your breath, that all this leads to a big team-up film, and there's going to be all these cameos and there's little plot threads thrown in to build toward that. That you're setting yourself up for disappointment. I mean, you are. I mean, that's the whole thing. Will there be another Justice League film one day? Yes, I'm sure there will be. But this ain't on the horizon. And right now, Warner Brothers they've got Aquaman was a smashing success.
I'm glad
Shazam is going to do well. I'm more than positive it's going to do really well.
It's good enough for it to be a successful film. Absolutely.
It's already got good reviews, so that's out of the way, including one by me. This Joker we talked about is something different they're doing, and I applaud them for. Mm-hmm. Things are going well.
Things are going well. That's it. We don't need to look. The people can think whatever they want to think. I'm not here to try to tell people not to feel a certain way. I'm just saying these are just the facts on the ground. These are the type of movies that are being made right now, and I just wanted to get that clear because the Suicide Squad thing is this online debate about, well, the producer said this, exec said that. I would just say ignore it all. Just ignore it all, and just let the movie speak for itself. And when the movie comes out, I think I'll be proven correct on my analysis of what I'm saying now. If not, I don't care. I've been wrong before.
You'll go in, and if you want to, the whole time you're watching it, think that everything that happened in the first Suicide Squad movie happened, and it's all tied together, you can. If you want to go in thinking it's its own, it just is, you can do that as well. And and everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy.
And we all be happy.
And that's it. I just want fandom happy, Bill. I don't care if you want connected universes or you're someone that doesn't. I don't care. Teach their own. I just want
a happy fandom.
Just
I'm gonna write that down.
The facts.
Batman on Film's goal.
And I will say this:
a happy fandom.
I will listen to a producer versus a Warner Brother exec. Just a side note. Just generally speaking. So, for whatever that's worth. Okay. All right. Let's move on. I didn't want to get you upset or worked up.
Fine.
I thought that was an important.
We already said. I agree. I just want everybody to be happy and it's satisfied.
Happy fandom.
Yeah. Happy fandom.
Let's put a smile on that face.
Happy fandom.
Okay,
is that almost an oxymoron? A happy fandom.
Well,
all right.
We'll see. We've got to, we'll see what happens with the Star Wars fandom here pretty soon. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. You got anything to plug, Rick?
Follow me on Twitter at ShewRick, and if the Shazam reactionary video will be going up today as well. So check that out.
Yeah, it's as we speak, it's being uploaded to YouTube.
And I'll just say this: Brian and I both had a few drinks, and it was late because it was like 10, I think, 9:45, 10 when we actually recorded that damn thing, and we were tired, and so we're a little loopy, but we had fun making it. So just watch it, please. It's good. I think it is.
You and your sunglasses at night. Okay, I'm not trying to refer to the Corey Hart song from 1982 or 3, whenever that was.
I want to defend myself, just real quick on that.
Hold on. Now,
right.
I'll let you defend yourself. It reminded me of back in my obnoxious days. Did you know at one time I was obnoxious.
You were obnoxious?
At one time, and
That's
I remember.
Just weird. I just can't see you being obnoxious.
I remember having sunglasses on inside a I don't know where I was, club, bar, somewhere, probably a bar. Let's just say I was in my 20s, probably.
Well, if you were a rock star, you get away with it.
And I was not a rock star, and I was, like I said, it was my obnoxious days. And a girl said, "Why are you wearing sunglasses inside this building?" And I said, in all seriousness, and I took the sunglasses off and said, "When you're cool, the sun's always shining."
Oh, dear God. Did you really?
I did.
Wow. Man, I was never cheesy with the ladies. I was a hopeless romantic, man.
And I wasn't trying to be. I was just.
I think I probably. I'm sure I was in some capacity somewhere.
You know you were obnoxious and cheesy.
All right, no, I was always
okay.
obnoxious.
All right,
okay, let me just defend myself. So Brian and I are meeting for a drink before the film at a restaurant, and I'm walking in. The sun's still out, and I've got them on my shirt. And so the whole time they're on my shirt. So they were just there. Speaking of rock stars, I'll plug one more thing. I have a review up for the Motley Crue film, The Dirt, that's on Netflix. So on Batman on Film, so check that out. And yes, we review movies from all genres. Did you guys not know that? We put that Motley Crue review up, and it was like, why are you guys reviewing this? Is not Batman. Like, are you not following Joanne and Brian Chatlin's reviews? They're watching all kinds of movies. We can do whatever the hell we want to do, right? Batman on Film
Batman on Film's been reviewing all sorts of movies for 20 years. So.
Yes. It's just a movie review, right? It's just weird.
It's just like we can have Rocky podcast and
we emphasize they are satellite shows. They are Black Label.
Yeah, Black Label.
Elseworld Batman podcast.
Yes, that's what it is. It's Elseworlds, the Batman Elseworlds podcast. Okay.
All right. This
is going to go on forever. All right.
Close this thing.
All right. Follow me at Batman on Film on Twitter, and come by that watch party for Shazam.
A lot of Shazam coverage.
Saturday, Lavaca Street Bar, South Lamar, 2 to 4, 4:40 Shazam screening at the AMC Barton Creek.
That's right.
Barton Creek. Okay.
And I know Ryan Haas recorded the BOF official Shazam podcast last night, so that'll be coming up. The reactionary video will be up today, and our watch party this weekend. A lot of Shazam coverage, man. It's fun.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Batman on Film, who has satellite podcasts, who are Elseworlds. They're
We review Motley Crue movies.
We review Motley Crue movies. Batman on Film does all
that's
that.
That's Hook. That's Motley Crue.
And they're
that's Van Halen.
Authoritative, definitive,
and the Dead Gum original.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you indulged our getting off track and having a little fun here today. So we'll catch you next time.
Are we always off track?
Yes.
Yes.